Well, hey guys, this is Ramsey, and I thought I'd just show you something that I've been meaning to show you for ages now, is the JD-XI, which I've got, and they've done the 1.5 update, which came out quite a while ago last year, but it's got a really cool feature, and they call this the interactive chord. So I'm going to go through what the 1.5 update was, but mainly what I'm going to concentrate on is how cool this interactive chord feature is and how you can actually use it to get really involved with your other equipment. So let's have a quick look. So basically you've got this little C symbol here, and that little C symbol indicates that I've got interactive chord feature turned on. Now, quick access to turn it on or off is that you hold down Enter, this little key here, and Auto Note. So hold it down, press Auto Note, and you'll see that little C for interactive chord disappear, and then toggle it again, and it will appear. Now that's just to turn it on and off, but there's actually a couple of settings that you can make on this. Okay, so you can actually set this thing up by going into the menu and scroll across to Chord Edit. There it is. Enter. And then you can turn it on. Original key, and so a few features in there anyway. But we don't need to really go into that just now. But basically, what I want to show you is turn some of this stuff off. So let's just play a chord. You can see that's a D minor because it says D minor here. Now, that's all cool, and it tells you what chord you're playing, so G minor, and an A, and a D minor. So that's really cool, but I guess that's helpful for people that are learning music. But really, what does that actually do in the performance is what's actually cool about this. So let's start this performance running, and we'll just have some drums from the TR-8 and just the JD-XI playing. So let's hit start on my sequencer. You can hear the drums. Okay, and you can also see here that the sequencer is running. So I can enable the other parts of my sequencer. Let's get the analog synth going. And let's get the second digital part going. Now, I don't have a sequence on the first digital synth here. And the reason for it is because I want to play chords. So let's go. So it's that D minor again. Now watch this when we go to B. Notice part 2, the digital synth, and the analog synth have now changed to a B, and then back to D minor, it goes back to a D. So performances, you can have your bass follow your root note of your chord. Now it goes to G, but I'm playing a G minor, now an A. You can see that's really cool. Now I'm going to actually be quiet in a minute, and I'm going to do a performance a bit later on. But before I do, I just want to show you something else that's an added bonus. This sends MIDI out on all the sequences. So if we enable another synth coming out of digital part 1, and we'll label that, say, MIDI channel 1, and at the moment I've got the Streichfett playing on that. I've got some effects going. So let's just turn down the actual JD-XI synth, and let's play the other synth as Streichfett. So let's go. And we'll bring the JD-XI in. hold that chord for a sec. Okay, so now I can play a different chord. Now if I turn the JD-XI off completely, you'll hear it still playing. Which is pretty cool so far. So you'd expect that. But let's get the digital part 2 playing in another synth, and I've got the, I'll just turn that chord off for a sec. I've got the Korg Minilogue plugged in, so it should be playing this bump, 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 that bit. So let's hear it. I've just got a bit of a delay effect going on it. And we add that in with the JD-XI. Now, one thing I want you to notice is if I change this to a B, the Minilogue is also playing the B now. Let's change it to an A. You can also mute that as well. And then it also mutes the synth on the JD-XI and the Minilogue. Back on again. So that, my friends, is really cool. And I think that should be enough for you guys to go off and have some amazing sort of artistic ideas with this. So basically you've got 4 parts of different types of synth engines on this. You've got 2 digitals, a drum and an analog synth, and it sends MIDI out. The sequencer sends MIDI out. Plus now with this interactive chord feature, you can actually control how it transposes as you're playing chords. It's very, very cool. And as I mentioned before, there's a few settings in that as well that you can even go further into it.